good. Okay, very good.
Good morning and welcome to another episode of Hard Factor. It is Friday, January 29th, 2021, episode number 614. I'm Will. We got Mark, Pat, and Wes. Full house. We got Bubba producing. Boys, how you feeling on this Friday? You ready to go?
It's been just the fucking craziest week, right?
It's been pretty. It's been pretty crazy. I don't know. Has anything happened? Has anything weird happened at all? Have we? Yeah, something weird's happened. We're going to talk about it in a second.
Yes.
A lot of weird shit in the stock market. But remember that if you want to hear the extended Florida Man Friday bonus pod, go to patreon.com/hardfactor to get that bonus content. Also, head over to hardfactor.com if you want to get in on our new stock-themed merchandise, which you might want to purchase, especially considering what's going on this week. So, boys, I'll stop beating around the fucking bush. We only have 4 stories today because the first one is about the stock market. And we covered it with Large yesterday on yesterday's show, right? So, if unless you've been living under a rock or you missed yesterday's podcast, there was a short squeeze going on by the Reddit the subreddit Wall Street Bets. Okay, they're going after several specific stocks, including GameStop, which went crazy earlier in the week. Everybody has seen that, I'm sure. The next big stock they were targeting, it looked like, was AMC, but there's others, BlackBerry, Nokia, a bunch that have been overshorted by the hedge funds, and the Wall Street bettors want to take advantage of the short squeeze on the other side. Listen to the Largest interview if you want to understand what the short squeeze means. Okay, so about the time you were listening to that interview, if you did on Thursday morning, you probably learned that Robinhood at that point, right at the start of trading Thursday morning, the most commonly used stock act by first-time investors, regular Joes, just like us here on the podcast, magically suspended the trading of all Wall Street Bets Reddit stocks.
Robinhood, the digital broker for millions of people.
Millions of people who already own these stocks, who had already been buying stock loads of these stocks in preparation for the short squeeze. All of a sudden, you're not allowed to buy anymore, even though you were able to start on Robinhood.
So, yeah, when we were taping the show, right, but right after we wrapped the Large show, we were taping on Wednesday night. We all put in orders to buy AMC, Nokia, BlackBerry, some of these stocks, because what was going to happen, and to really, really quickly summarize what Large said, right? Mm-hmm. 2 things drive the stock up. One thing that drives the stock up, which everyone knows, is if a ton of people are buying the stock shoots up. Mm-hmm. The other thing is these people who were
shorts.
Yeah, the other thing is these people were shorting the stock, so they had buys that had to happen, which was like fuel to the fire, right? These guys that were betting against the stocks, these billionaire hedge funds, right? So we all put in our orders, and we all woke up to notifications saying, You canceled your order.
I didn't even really fucking sleep. I was just waiting for open.
No, I didn't cancel my order. Did you guys cancel your orders?
No. I mean, nobody did.
No, Robinhood did.
Well, Wes did. Wes is the only one. What I'm saying is Robinhood canceled our orders. Yeah. And then they came at the message, you canceled your order. Now, Will, I do want to point one thing out. So part of what happened over the last couple of days is traffic related. So that's what I was hoping what was going
servers are being
initially.
Overloaded. But
okay,
no.
Stop.
But Beef.
Stop. It was not traffic related. Stop.
Beef, you know that this happened on every single app besides E-Trade, basically, including Webull, who's supposed to let you trade on anything. All these apps simultaneously pull down your ability to buy any of these short squeeze stocks. It was a coordinated attack on the common man by the fucking Wall Street brokers.
And again, an important thing to note is, like, not only were you not able to buy these stocks, but a lot of people like me, and I'm sure millions others, a couple of us, were sitting owning some of these stocks,
losing all their money,
and we were just watching our money go away because you could only sell, and in fact were encouraged to sell. You couldn't buy, no one else could buy because they didn't have an ease of buying. So you had the option to sell for a loss, or hold the line when these fucking billionaires.
I'm not down that bad, but my AMC part of my portfolio is murdered. It's done.
Right.
So until we can buy it again. Murdered.
So it was a perfect storm of bullshit. And yeah, no, I agree. It wasn't the traffic that took it off. I mean, like straight up, Robinhood removed the ability.
It was Melvin
Right.
Melvin
So what
hedge
was
fund.
happening Wednesday night? What was happening Wednesday night? Essentially, Wednesday, the stock market got banged. They just got fucked by the people, right? And between Wednesday night
and they saw that it wasn't going to end.
Open trading Thursday, I guess one of the hedge funds or a couple of the hedge funds, Robinhood, is handling 60% of their trades. So you better believe
Citadel is like the
And
engine
Citadel.
of Robinhood, and Citadel is their biggest client, and also beholden to Melvin Capital, which was like facing upwards of like a $12 billion loss.
And so
GameStop and other,
their buddy Steve Cohen helped them to get bailed out. And not only did he do that, he went on Twitter on Thursday to brag about it. He tweeted, "I'm not feeling the love on this site today because everybody's so mad at me because I helped bail out Melvin and fuck everybody over."
Hey, fuck the Mets, Bubba. Fuck the Mets.
Trading is a tough game, don't you think? So Steve Cohen went in, fucked over everybody in America, and then fucking
laughed about it,
taunted Americans in their fucking faces on Twitter.
I hope the Mets go 0-160.
This guy is a true piece of work.
they set the rules to the game. They set the rules to the game, and they let the game be played. And then when their own rules started putting them in a losing position, they stopped the game. That's what happened.
Changed the rules.
Yeah, it's
They
beyond
changed-
fucked up.
They should go to jail. Like, it's insane. They saw that people were about to play their game better than them, and they changed the rules.
No.
Of the
Steve
game.
Cohen's
The
not even
open
the
market,
worst one.
the free market.
So which is Cohen? What company is he from?
He's just a big time
The
billionaire who's
owner of
friends
the
with
Mets.
all these
He's-
hedge
okay.
funds.
He helped bail them out.
He's not the worst one. Here's his buddy, Oldie McPoopoo Pants, I think is his name, also known as Leon Copperman. He had this to say about first-time investors using their stimulus checks in the stock market. Bubba, can you roll that clip?
The reason the market is doing what it's doing is people are sitting at home getting the checks from the government, okay? And this fair share is a bullshit concept. It's just a way of attacking wealthy people. And, I think it's inappropriate. We all got to work together and pull together.
Okay, so the concept
inappropriate
that the concept
play
that
the
poor
stock
people
market.
should be able to invest in the stock market and make money for themselves. That's inappropriate, according to fucking Leon Cooperman, who for some reason is on fucking TV.
Who the fuck is that billionaire? Like, why is he talking shit?
My doorman asked me about stock this morning.
He already won. Why is he on
Mark,
the fucking thing
he's
talking
talking-
shit
he's
to these people that are losing all their money? Like, motherfuckers aren't asking for handouts. They're playing the stock market, and then the billionaires rigged it against them and took all their money again. And then motherfuckers like this guy have to go on the air and talk shit.
Oh, and they're motherfucking us all the way. They're laughing in our faces while they steal our money.
It's the porta potty analogy again. So someone gave this guy a shot, let this guy in. I don't know if it was opportunity, if it was luck, whatever. He got in. Okay, once you get in, you see the others as other, not you. They're not like you. And the people were taking their shot. And they're getting their shot, and he's pissed at it because it means that there's an.
I don't
evening of
like
the
all
scale.
these smelly paws being in my game.
Well, you know what? It'd be nice if somebody said something, but there's still not a single word from the White House about any of this besides rumors that they may have been in bed with the hedge funds and that Janet Yellen, the Treasury Secretary, is an excellent speaker at hedge fund fundraising events. And the executive branch is in charge of a couple little things, the SEC and the Treasury Department. So it'd be nice if they weighed in and said fucking anything besides what the narrative is on CNN and all the mainstream media, that it's the fucking Reddit gamblers or bettors' faults, investors' faults. And it's just like, it's insane. It's insane what's going on. It seems like a big cover-up. Reminds me of Epstein. They're fucking you right in front of your face and trying to tell you you're not getting fucked.
Well, you knew it was fucked up that it was rigged to begin with, because like when all these people started, when we first got in these Robinhood accounts, I mean, this is the first time anyone's fucked with stock, and then you started noticing we started doing day trades, and then they're like, no, don't do a fourth one, otherwise you're gonna get fucked. You have to have $25,000 in your fucking account.
Now that's always been the case.
Yeah, I know, but that's against fucking people getting in there and doing their thing.
It's designed
rich people
to lock out poor people.
I knew this was coming.
It
We
is.
just didn't think it was going to be this quick. Like the billionaires were always going to try to fight back. They're doing the shit after hours. They're doing all their tactics, but they took it to the extremist level of just not letting you buy stock and not and just drowning out there. Now the Janet Yellen thing's interesting. They locked you out. The Janet Yellen thing's interesting because it's rumored that she took $810,000.
Not rumored, it's a fact.
Yeah, she took $810,000 from
speak at their events.
Citadel, which is the main engine of Robinhood, which is Citadel's in bed with the Melvin Capital that has like $12 billion.
She's buddies
in
with the
shorts.
people who are fucking everybody.
So
and she's also in charge of the whole thing.
So the White House needs to kind of kind of explain what's
A
going
little
on.
bit of a dirty web, huh?
Yeah.
A little bit of a dirty web.
You
And-
know shit is fucked up when AOC and Ted Cruz are agreeing with each other, and that's what was happening today on Twitter because it's that fucked up. Like, and I want to point something else out. So I had a separate stock account. I had a Robinhood account that I hadn't really fucked with. Robinhood is a much better program. I left Robinhood because I liked TD Ameritrade's research option. So I have like $500 in my TD Ameritrade account. I put a substantial chunk of my change in my Robinhood account last night and to put those buys in. They didn't happen. I was scrambling in the morning, so I moved the money to my TD Ameritrade account and I bought one of the stocks. Now, I know I'm pretty good at predicting social culture trends, and like everyone today, every Joe asshole figured out what was going on, which means every Joe asshole was getting in, which means no matter what, those stocks were going to go up. I was able to get in through a different app, and the stock tanked because no one on that other app was able to buy it.
There aren't enough people that can play because most people
they
are
shut
still
off
in
your
Robinhood.
access.
Like they're like the second you're allowed to buy those stocks,
They're gonna
go
skyrocket.
Up.
I would've made-
They can't hold the people down forever. You'd imagine,
Right.
But
I lost $1,000 today because Robinhood suspended the trading of those stocks.
Oh,
and
sure.
I bet on Robinhood people being able to, I don't know, buy the stocks through their fucking account. That's what
Right.
I bet on.
Yeah.
And
you
the
shouldn't,
rug got
you
pulled
shouldn't
out
have
from
to
underneath.
bet on that, Pat. That's supposed to be a given.
This is all fucked up. Let's get to where we're going, though, guys. We talked about the problem a lot here. Let's get to where we're going. We haven't heard from anybody in the executive, like we were saying, but we have heard from other Americans, including Dave Portnoy of Barstool Sports and DDTG Tradings. Bubba, can you please roll a clip of Dave and what he has to say?
1.2 million. So I'll probably lose 2 million in this thing when it's all said and done. I'm not selling. I'm going to eat the 2 million. I'll fucking eat it. I'll eat it like fucking cake. I'm not selling because selling's what those fucking assholes want me to do, and I'm not going to do what they want me to do. I'd rather go bankrupt so I can bitch and moan about this shit forever. You think I can...
Yeah.
I agree. I didn't sell a single share,
Same
and
here.
I'm not going to. And I want it as a paper trail when we fucking class action these motherfuckers.
Triple
way,
it down.
Portnoy knows better than to have copyrighted music playing behind him on a live stream. So I really hope that doesn't. I really hope that doesn't trigger the fucking YouTube shit. But if it
No,
does,
he does that every day, and it seems to be fine. We also heard from the richest man in the world, Elon Musk, and Robinhood themselves, who must be bleeding accounts like crazy because Elon says, fuck the shorters. We're still going after him. Elon was in on the GameStop. Looks like maybe he's going to get in on the AMC. I'm still going after the shorts. And Robinhood is saying, oh, we're actually going to start allowing you to buy in limited amounts again today, Friday.
That
today.
means
so
limited amounts. Do you know how many fucking people are waiting to buy these stocks on Robinhood?
They don't know what to do.
Limited amounts.
lot of orders queued.
They're going to shut that down again today within minutes.
And here's how you know it's bullshit, right? Because there is a traffic issue that happened, and like the ship could have been righted if there wasn't shadiness, but it wasn't righted. That's how you know there's shadiness. Also, because the email that Robinhood sent out was it said to protect you, because we know that we're an app for new investors and the market's very volatile right now. So what we're gonna do is it's dangerous for you guys to be able to make decisions with your own money. So we're gonna protect you. That's their fucking excuse they're hiding behind. Can you guys explain what the hold means for the layman and why that matters?
the hold. When they took the apps, they took
why you'd hold on to your stock and why that.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead, Mark, because you held on to the most.
Yeah. So what happens if everyone held, it would have been, at a minimum at the price it opened at, right? Like, like people, it wouldn't go down as much. But what happened was it started to go down a little bit, potentially because the hedgers, the short people were fucking you in after hours and stuff. And then you only had the option to sell. So a lot of people got scared and they sold because they were seeing their money go away. No one could buy. So as some people are selling, the price goes down. It continues to go down. It continues to go down. And then as it goes down, people are panicking even more. And now more people are starting to sell because they're like, I'll cut my losses here. And then still no one can buy. So holding, everyone's saying hold to fuck over these people that are fucking us because they don't like when eventually we are allowed to buy in a limited amount, you don't want to have to go from 10% of the stock value to get it all the way back up. That's pretty hard. Right. So like holding is like saying fuck you. It's whenever holding, they let us back in the game, we're going to make money.
Also, it's committing to this style, right? Look, if the hedge funds and the street is not going to clean up the fact that they're overexposed on shorting these companies too hard, then it's saying we're going to stick to the approach of fucking you. of going after what
Yeah.
you've overexposed yourselves on. It's not just going to end because today you fucking locked us out of Robinhood.
So does it allow the shorties, now that the stock is going down, it allows them to get out of their positions?
Probably allowed them to get out of
I
their
think-
position.
It takes
think
the
so,
squeeze
Wes.
off. It takes the squeeze off,
I
and
think
then
so.
this whole thing's over. We got to move on to another stock.
We'll have to see. I don't know.
Potentially.
I don't know how
I-
quickly you
I
can
mean,
find out how many
certainly-
shorts got sold.
Certainly, part of this is people buying time to get out of positions.
Yeah.
These hedge funds, without a doubt. I don't know how much of it is that.
We
but
don't
that's
know
definitely
enough
part
to
of
know.
it.
But yeah.
I mean, like, you remember Occupy Wall Street? If they don't fucking turn, like, this is not okay. People are furious, and in the millions and millions of people, like you said, Pat, AOC and Ted Cruz. You got like the extreme of both sides, furious.
And you have
Donald Trump Jr. was making sense today.
and you have a new president silent. I
like-
mean, this is
it's-
insane.
We were joking like nothing can unify the people. This might be able to. It seems like 90% plus of people are on the same page on this, that it's fucked.
Except for the White House and the hedge funds.
Dude, the fucking list, the list of stocks that Robinhood sent over, there are, I think, about 12 of them. They are the exact list that is publicly available of the overexposed stocks that are shorted too hard.
Yeah,
exactly.
So essentially, like,
They're protecting Wall Street. They're protecting
Yeah,
the
they're
hedge
protecting
funds.
Wall Street.
we can't let them fail, and the people have money.
Too big
Dude,
to fail, literally.
I couldn't even get at that Tootsie Roll this morning. For fun.
good stock.
Yeah, it is a good one.
Good
Tootsie Roll is
stock.
great. It's going to the fucking moon. Of course.
Yeah, I mean, not all of those fucking stocks are like junk stocks. Like they're overvalued. First of all, in a market that's open, in a publicly traded market, isn't the valuation dependent on what the people fucking say it is?
How is AMC? Look,
In
how,
some
how
respect,
are,
Mark, but no, it's not.
how are
It's-
theaters going to
hey.
go away forever? I want a movie theater on every fucking corner. I want a movie theater on every corner in my town.
Nokia's getting 5G. Nokia's getting 5G technology. Like, some of these stocks are not junk stocks or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
over
it was junk during the
fuck
pandemic.
you.
They
Let us
shorted
buy
it.
the fucking stocks.
Yeah. Anyhow, I'm with you there, Mark. Of course, the one last thing we need to talk about, guys, how is this going to affect Robinhood? Because I mean, I think I'm probably moving out of there. We've gotten suggestions from listeners about Stash. Trade Zero is where Team Portnoy is going. I mean, what do you guys think?
Everyone,
what are you going to do?
Just drop Robinhood. Just everyone get out of Robinhood.
Yeah.
Feels like everybody's going to leave, right?
They're claiming in their email that they're a fiduciary as a brokerage
No,
firm.
we
They
should
are
just leave them.
douchiary.
They're a douche.
They're
yeah.
a douche.
Douche.
What the fuck is a fiduciary?
Fiduciary means you're accepting financial responsibility on behalf of someone. So, like, if I gave you power of attorney, Wes, you would have a fiduciary obligation to do what's in the best interest of my money,
Got it.
not
No, they
yours.
don't.
They're a
They're a fucking app.
fiduciary.
They allow you to buy Dogecoin, which is like a meme crypto. How the fuck did they say they're looking out for your No, they're just bullshitting you.
I got big tobacco exists. Give me a break.
This is what they said. So, as a brokerage firm, we have many financial requirements, including SEC net capital obligations and clearinghouse deposits. That's where you're going to get sued, motherfuckers, because people, I guarantee, could not take their money out.
Oh, by the way, they were
also.
also Pat. They were forced selling GameStop stocks.
Yes, we didn't cover that. Yes, yeah, they were selling people's stocks without their.
making them
Really?
without their consent.
They were selling people's GameStop stocks. There's
to
multiple.
put it down below 200 because
Yeah.
they're protecting Wall Street.
Yeah.
It's a
they
fucking
were forced
conspiracy
selling-
in
technically,
front of
like,
your face.
In the terms of service, there's like some wording that like potentially they're like able to do this in the terms of service. But here's the terms of service: we're not using you anymore, Robinhood.
Well, also, here's why they're going to jail. Here's why, or at least they're going to go out of business with class action. So imagine
They're
you're
already being sued in the state of New York. By the
you're
way,
on Robinhood. Okay, you have 10 grand in your account. Okay, you realize that this particular app is embedded with the hedge funds, and you can't trade. So you want to get your money out, so you can go to TD Ameritrade, for example, which you could trade on today.
Right.
No fucking way they're doing instant deposits. So you're missing out on the market wave, and that's why they're fucking done.
you
Yeah,
can
I
prove
put $500
financial
in
harm from
E
this.
Trade. I had an old E Trade account. I put $500 in there. They're like, nah, it'll be available February 2nd. I'm like, a lot of good that does me. Fucking stale bread.
February 2nd.
Yeah.
They're done.
We'll all be dead by then.
They're done.
Anyhow,
Yeah, Robinhood can go fuck
2021.
themselves. Yeah.
I mean, like, I did not see this coming at this early in this year.
I didn't want to lose $1,300 today either. I thought I could have made it.
Well, but we're gonna make it back. We're gonna hold the
Yeah,
line.
hold the line.
Hold the line. We're gonna get a fucking movie theater on every block in America.
Oh, I love
There's
movies,
gonna be
bro.
look. You know how you stop the pandemic? You give every single American their own AMC. That's how you do it. You
you
can
go.
walk into your own AMC, serve your own shit, watch your own theater. That's how many AMCs I want.
You get
Sorry,
your own
guys.
popcorn machine?
You know I'm a panicker, and I absolutely sold for a profit this morning.
We know you're not part of the
Oh,
movement. We know.
Wes.
Whatever, Wes. It's fine.
on.
Join back in. Get back in with us.
No, I don't know.
I'm not getting back in.
Yeah,
Come
I
on,
don't
Wes.
know,
When they
Why don't
when they
you wait
open
till
the
February
floodgates.
2nd, bud?
Yeah. I got Bitcoin's going up.
Let's
Yeah,
sit here
I
rolling.
bet Bitcoin's going up. Wes is the only savvy investor of all of us.
I can't believe
No,
these
I just
these,
panicked. I'm not savvy.
these motherfuckers are doing this during a pandemic. They're just like,
Well, that's unreasonable. And also, Portnoy also released something else, something about Melvin Capital. They had made $7 billion on the pandemic crash. So it's like they're trying to fucking cash both sides, and it's just like, and the government, if they just sit here and let them do this, people already hate the government industrial complex. How much more are they going to hate it after this if they're on the wrong side of this thing?
Bubba, can you play McPoopy Pants one more time?
The reason the market is doing what it's doing is people are sitting at home getting the checks from the government, okay? And this fair share is a bullshit concept.
Unbelievable.
That guy can just go ahead and
Bullshit.
die. Go ahead and
Fair
die, you old fuck.
share
Yeah.
is a bullshit concept.
You shouldn't even try for it.
Yeah.
You shouldn't even try for it.
It's just for me and my buddies to
It's
take
just
your
for
money.
me.
Yeah.
We got to band together as a bunch of Scrooges and fuck these poors over.
Oh my God! Someone needs to run up on that motherfucker. All right, let's do the news. Let's do the
All
news.
right. Okay. Let's take it over to the Malarkey Minute, first edition. Where guess what we're talking about today in the Malarkey Minute?
Not the stock exchange, because he hasn't said shit about it.
No, not that. I was going to bring up the Janet Yellen stuff, but I knew you had it. So executive orders. Come on, man. Give me the EO. I've got my signing aviators on. Give me the EO.
He's record breaking, right? He's even smashing Obama and Trump's pace.
He is. I don't have the exact stats.
He's
but I
on a
do
race against death. Come on.
I don't have the exact stats, but I do have this. He signed so many executive orders so far that even the New York Times is busting on him with an editorial board they put up on Thursday that said, "Ease up on the executive actions, Joe," because he's just
the way it is
signing
now.
away. We've covered a lot of the Joe's EOs already, but on Thursday he signed a new one, which was in relation to the Affordable Care Act, aka Obamacare, which is what I want to talk about today. And that EO, that executive order, states that what's up?
Joey EO.
Joey. That's good. This EO states that the Department of Health and Human Services is set to reopen enrollment on the Federal Affordable Care Act exchange between February 15th and May 15th. So open enrollment ended on December 15th. And according to the Kaiser Family Foundation, there's upwards of like 15 million people that did not sign up before December 15th that are now eligible to start enrolling in February. I would recommend they look into that. I think that that's a good thing.
Well, you can't afford it after you lost all your money in AMC.
Well, I get to that too. It's actually pretty affordable this year because I'm a broke ass. The Affordable Care Act is a lot cheaper than I thought it was going to be, but this is a good update. I'd like to hear what he says about the stock thing, but this is good news. I was screwed last year because I missed 2020 open enrollment in December 2019, and having no health care all of 2020 during a global pandemic was fucking terrifying.
Mark was in a helmet every time I fucking saw him. He would come out and he'd be
Bubble
like,
boy.
It
"Cool,
was
if I
the
wear my
worst.
helmet." It was stressful.
It was the worst. I would say maybe take it a step further though than just like February to May. Why isn't it open all year long?
That's a
Like,
big mystery. Why
See,
can't you just
I
sign
don't
up for
understand that.
I thought that was because I remember Obamacare used to have a tax penalty, right? And the Republicans
Right.
deemed that unconstitutional. So it got
healthcare? Well, no, the Supreme Court deemed it.
right, but it was a movement for the Republicans. But my whole point is, I
Well,
thought
it was the Supreme Court's decision.
Right.
It was okay. But my whole point is, I
That's gone.
thought that's why the date penalty was there to like make a determination of
I'm
the tax
assuming.
penalty.
Good question, Pat. Unless I'm missing something, I'm assuming it's
right.
too much work for the government workers
And it's also just always been
just
that
to
way.
do enrollment.
They just have always done open enrollment in like November.
So sorry, it's hard to enroll people. Figure it the fuck out.
Yeah, like insurance companies are literally just like, we don't want to go through the headache of doing it outside of November. Fuck you.
Exactly. That's
walk
what
you
I
through
think
it.
is happening. I don't know. Maybe someone can inform us if we're wrong there.
I'm sure there's reasons behind it, but that
Well, I mean, I'm just saying I can get 20 different streaming services, internet providers, cable, mobile providers within a few hours, but I can't enroll in healthcare except
Nope.
for a small portion of the year.
Nope.
I mean, I know that
Not
it's
unless you can prove
private sector
eligibility.
versus government, but figure it the fuck out.
They'll
Step it up.
sell you a helmet though any time of the year.
You're gonna have to wait till December. I found out like January 10th that I had 11 months to go, and that was right around the time I found out that COVID was serious.
No,
Anyway,
they should have not told you. It would have been better for your heart and just your body and mental
Just
health.
assumed he
They
had.
tell you a week before,
healthcare.
like, hey, by the way, you didn't have health insurance.
well, I called in January 10th. I was like, I'm ready now. I'm ready. I took a 3-month gap from health.
So you're enrolling tomorrow. You're
No, I'm enrolled now. This
okay.
was a year or so ago. I'm enrolled now, and I'm in. But I'm suggesting that anyone that isn't enrolled right now, do it in February. Anyways, Biden's also promising a large outreach, so it's going to be more than just me telling you to do it, including paid television advertising and all sorts of bells and whistles. So hopefully everyone that wants to get healthcare gets it. And again, I'll reiterate, it's not that expensive if you're a broke ass like me. So yeah, this episode is sponsored by Blue Chew, guys. So remember, this is going to be even cheaper than healthcare. It's going to be free at the end of this ad. Remember the days when you had unlimited boners?
Yeah.
It was like a never-ending well of them.
It was like Wednesday on the stock market instead of
Yeah,
Thursday.
before we were robbed of all of it.
I had a stockpile of them back then.
Yeah, there you go. I had options. Now you can increase your performance and get that extra confidence in bed. Listen up. BlueChew.com. That's blue like the color blue. Blue Chew brings you the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. Nice. You can take them anytime, day or night, full stomach, empty stomach, it don't matter. Blue Chew is prescribed online by licensed physicians, so you don't have to go to the doctor's office or wait in line at the pharmacy, and it ships right to your door in a discreet package. They're made in the USA, and since Blue Chew prepares and ships direct, they're cheaper than a pharmacy, no awkwardness, and you don't have to leave the house. Right now, we've got a special deal for our listeners. Visit BlueChew.com and get your first shipment free when you use our special promo code HARDFACTOR, one word. Just pay $5 for shipping and they give you boner chewables, and that's BlueChew.com, promo code HARDFACTOR to try it for free.
That's a deal.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of the billionaires. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oldie McPoop Pants is real mad about that free deal.
He's like the new send in the car. He's going to be played
You're gonna
nonstop.
be slinging around boners like it's payday.
Bullshit. What is this fair trade bullshit?
Bullshit.
What is this fair? You get a share, I get a share. No, I get both shares.
I get it all. Fuck you. My shitty kids get it too.
He's got with wealth of a million people, and he's showing up on a fucking news thing talking shit,
complaining that a couple percent points got knocked off.
Yeah, he could pay for a state's an entire state's rent.
You got two ways in: you kill me or you marry one of my shitty kids. Your choice. I'd recommend killing me.
Yeah, those kids probably suck. All right, who's up?
Pat.
I thought it was Wes, but I got it.
Nope, you're in there next.
Oh, okay. Well, I can get in there. Touche. There we go.
Squeeze yourself in, pal.
Busted your balls about pasting. Now you're busting mine. It works that way, guys. Lots of people have been criticizing New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, and it's not because he was clearly too old to have double nipple rings. I mean, that's just we're all in agreement there. There's a certain age when
How old is he? Did you see?
He's got to be 47.
67. No, he's
What if he
later
just
than that. 60s,
what if he just
right?
never took them out and they're just really rusty?
It could be that. It hurts to move him. He's
the oldest 47-year-old I've ever seen.
You gotta
there we go.
you gotta retire your nipple rings at a certain point, right?
60. You can't go past 60 with
19
nip rings.
Unless you're gay. If you're in the gay community, they can last forever. But if you're a straight male, then you got to get those nipple rings out of there in your 60s. That applies to women too. Get them out of there. Anyway, no, people aren't criticizing him for that. They're criticizing him for his handling of the COVID disaster.
Yeah, also fair.
Yeah, some people praised him, more so have criticized him, and I think it makes sense that maybe they're doing that. Let me know what you guys think after I drop this bombshell on you.
Yeah.
A report was dropped yesterday by the New York Attorney General that found they've been undercounting by more than 50% of people that died from COVID in New York State, and this backs up the findings of an Associated Press investigation
in nursing homes.
It's specifically in nursing homes.
Yeah, well, you all remember we did cover that at the beginning. Cuomo has been claiming he did nothing wrong when he did ship COVID-positive patients into nursing homes.
Yeah, back in. That was from an executive order in March, which I don't know how the fuck you do that shit, bro.
He's an idiot.
You could have
That's how you do it.
You could have just as easily been like, "Hey, anyone want to take responsibility for these olds for a month?"
Yeah, you could have done anything responsible or
This
smart.
sounds
and he
a
chose
lot like
the opposite.
the short selling. He thought it would go well, and then he had a lot of blood on his hands. And then when it came time to deal with his mistakes, he decided to
He
rig
pretended
the
it
system.
didn't happen.
He rigged the system and smudged the numbers.
Yep,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
I'd lie about killing a bunch of old people too.
It's just what government does. Just what government does.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Anyway, guys,
They fuck you in the ass and then
At
they
least
lie to your
25%,
face
right,
about
Wes?
yeah, it wouldn't be nowhere near the
Knock-
truth.
Knock it down at least
Yeah.
25%.
Yeah, well,
right. So the issue here, guys, the issue is that they haven't figured out how to count an exact number of how many dead people there are from COVID, which is the data point that I don't know determines literally fucking everything: the economy, mental health, politics, your local sex. It's the driver of why our year is fucked up, how many people are dying, and this guy can't get it right while he's also being like, I'm getting it so right.
Well, he wrote a book about getting it right.
Oh, he was talking about getting it right. He was giving himself a getting it right gold star every fucking day, guys. But
Chapter
Truly
one,
repugnant dude.
Chapter one, look
Wrote a
how
book
few
about
people
it.
died in the nursing homes.
yeah, it's hardly any.
My gold star record with nursing homes.
You'd think it'd be way higher because I put an order out there to send them
Because
back
it
to the
is.
nursing homes if they didn't die in the hospital. COVID fucking positive patients, olds going back into nursing homes. Cuomo, you fucking idiot.
Imagine if the new variant was out when he did that. He would have just destroyed every
God.
facility in the state.
Well, yeah,
What a-
guys. So, but the other big problem is the current nursing home death count is like 8,700 people, and the actual count is more like 13,000 people.
Pretty big
which,
discrepancy.
Yeah, takes New York to sixth highest in the nation, which is a Bronze Star at best. Cuomo, yeah,
Well, and their death rate is like really high, right?
it's true the roof. as they
Their
say. I
death
mean,
rate is number one, like by far.
that I need to verify. I'm not
I
sure.
I saw a
Well-
list earlier this week.
Maybe the other 49 governors are lying too.
Well, yeah.
Right, that's a good Cuomo story.
How do you
gonna
even
be.
know who's in the lead now?
Cuomo had tried to politicize the issue when the AP report came out, saying that it was a political blame game.
Right.
But really, it
No,
wasn't.
it's just him lying.
And a ton of families just want, like, not only does it suck because you can't fuck that data up because it's driving our whole lives, but other people, other thing is people who whose family members die, they want their family member counted. That's a big thing too. So let's take it to the internet where Vivian Zaya says, it's important to me that my dead mom was counted. So,
Jesus.
Oh, that seals it. Vivian seals it right
That's
there.
tough. Are they all like that, or is that the only one, hopefully?
that's the only one I have. I put the dead in there. Do you know sometimes you see
You added the dead mom.
yeah, well, you know sometimes you see a
Oh, New
paragraph-
Jersey, Bubba. Thank you for pulling up the stats. New Jersey has New York beat barely in death rate.
The
But
beef
it's-
state.
But it's Jersey, New York, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, then Mississippi, South Dakota. The Dakotas, well, that was a funny thing, right? Everybody tried to say the Dakotas fucked it up the worst, and then all the Northeast states are ahead of them in death rate.
Well, it's a lot easier to socially distance in North and South
Well,
Dakota.
hey, it's a lot easier to not lie about your fucking
Yeah.
stats.
Well, there's guys in North Dakota that can run you over in your car and get away with it because there aren't any other cars around.
That's true. Yeah, they're
Talking
rare
about the
there.
Attorney General.
Lower
Lower
death
death
rates.
cases up
They
there.
are
Yeah.
rare.
Lower death rates than
Rare.
yeah, New York.
But yeah, no. Some people
Empire
were calling
State.
it. Some people were calling it a cover up.
COVID empire.
They're calling it a cover up.
Yeah.
So they
that's a
think
good
it
term.
might be a cover up.
That's a great term for it.
Oh yeah.
How do you apologize for that?
You lie about 8,000 people's deaths, it may be a cover up.
You caught
Yeah.
me.
Bullshit.
Yes, Bubba. All right, guys, it's time to talk about stereo. We debuted our first stereo this week, and it was a ton of fun. Mark and Pat talked about various subjects, from Will's golf swing to cats. What else did we talk about, guys? I mean, it was
Oh,
all
the
over
hooping.
board.
We talked about like herpes and meth, I think, and all
Yeah,
sorts
meth.
of stuff.
Oh, God, it was-
Pat competing against youth in sports.
Oh,
yeah.
that weird thing
Combines,
Pat
hard
wants to
factor
do.
combines.
Yeah, it was
fun.
great.
Everyone called in. It was great.
It was great. It was even more awesome. Yeah, like Mark said, the list that listeners can record messages that we can then play in real time. It's the closest thing to live radio with callers you can get. It is live, but the voice messages in real time, very cool stuff. They're calling it the Live Social Conversation app, and I believe we're going to be coming to you live twice a week for the next, 10 weeks or so?
10 weeks.
Yeah.
I'd say at
Wednesdays and
least twice a
Fridays.
week. I think we might do a few pop-ups, but you can expect Wednesday and Friday.
Wednesdays and Fridays, set your clock to it.
Yeah,
we may
that's
do extra shows, but
Right.
Wednesdays and Fridays will be on.
So you follow, be sure to follow us on all social platforms. Twitter will definitely be announcing it at Hard Factor News to find out when we'll be live. Great for your workday. So go and download the Stereo app at stereo.com. That's stereo.com. Find us on there at Hard Factor. Pat, Will, Mark, and Wes. Follow to stay up to date when we are going live. If you like this on Sirius, you are really going to enjoy this interaction. Lots of fun. Go to stereo.com to download the app and join us for our next live show. And you're going to be part of the conversation with us.
Which is today at 3 p.m. Eastern, correct? Yeah.
Today at 3 p.m. Eastern. Will and I will be talking about God knows what, but we'll be on there.
I have a feeling I'll bring up Robin Hood.
It's like listening to a podcast that, like, when you have a thought about it, you can just give that thought right to the host. That's how I describe it.
Yeah,
It is
Pat-
cool
And
as
and
shit.
a whole audience hears it too. So we play the message live, and everyone listening gets to hear it, and then you we have to address it, right?
It's like radio meets social media. It's really a cool app. It's
when
it's
Pat,
free.
When
Totally
Pat and
free.
I got off, we jinxed each other with a text. We're like, "That was awesome."
Yeah. Well,
All the shows are going to suck after that. No,
Mark and I
it's-
texted us we texted that same thing in like the 11th grade after we got high
First
for the
hand
first
jobs.
time.
Yeah,
I forget what it
over
was.
the pants.
We've been there before. Yeah, we went out with twins.
Over the
we,
pants
went
hand
to,
jobs.
we went to the movies with twins.
yeah.
We
So-
both got them.
Went skiing, huh?
No, I wasn't skiing. What?
I'm saying one of the twins did.
With one
Oh.
pole. With one pole. They were
That's-
each skiing with one
I
pole.
took a
though.
right hand.
Yeah, I got the lefty.
Okay, all right.
Cool. Yeah. So, download the app. All right, guys. Thank you for those, political stories. Pat, I didn't know you until high school, but from what I have heard, you will be proud of this story. So, guys, like I have bitched about many times on this show, my son is at home online learning, like many students across the world.
Oh, yes, of
His
course.
school is private, though, so he has the best online worksheets money can buy, and he's generally a good student. But this online age has presented other maybe not so, mischievous and perhaps smarter students with opportunities they never had before. Like one kid who was being hailed a genius after a tweet from his teacher's husband went viral. Here's the tweet from Chris Arnold. It says, "My wife is a teacher, and apparently one kid has been changing his name to Reconnecting during the Zoom lessons so that he doesn't get asked any questions.
What a
Been doing it
beast.
for weeks. The lad doesn't need to worry about his education. He's already bona fide genius." And Pat raised and I said, I could see you doing this. How great is that? Doing it. He's been doing it for weeks. Just reconnecting. ...
That kid's the best.
It's a bit of shooting fish in a barrel with like taking advantage of older teachers who are dealing with tech, but it's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'd seen there's sketches about this that I've seen where people put like a frozen frame of them in front
Oh yeah,
of
well,
in
Will,
front
the
of
other
webcam.
other people jumped in with in the fun with their own tales of online learning, like this one from teacher Adam Colthorpe, who says, "We've seen buffering and also kids setting their names to the name of another kid in the class and then posting rude comments in the chat."
That I love.
Because you can't prove who it was. Now there's multiple kids with the same name, and they're all like saying fuck and shit. And
Coming out as gay.
The real Steven.
Everybody's Stephen O'Malley.
Yeah, the real Stephen O'Malley.
This is
It's
awesome.
like Spartacus.
I would probably, you know what I would do is I would probably shoot a video of myself and then loop it and then project
well,
that. That's what I
Pat,
would do.
you see, I knew that you would a bit fit right in on
You can
this.
do it on your phone for sure.
The tales kept coming, guys. This one from Fucking Off at Home. This one from Rise would have even made Ferris Bueller proud. So let's go down the list. Rise says, "My son had a video of himself playing on a loop while studying intensely, set up on an iPad in front of the webcam while he was playing FIFA on his phone on the bed." And then Robert says, "A friend's daughter has a sound app on her phone. When asked a question that she didn't know the other day, she played the sound, which sounded like interference, and the teacher thought she'd answered the question."
That's
Oh
a
my
great
God.
one.
Yeah.
That's a great one. Just anytime they call on you. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And last one from Lawrence. My son said some of his friends had set a looped moving image of themselves staring at the computer screen as a profile pic. Also, lots of kids have private chat rooms to cheat on tests or in case someone gets called in a lesson and wasn't paying attention. So, I mean, the cheating, the tomfoolery just must be lots of fun. I mean, obviously better if they were in school, but this is, it's got to be a little fun, like, break that they are just manipulating and taking advantage of.
This is the story we needed. We were worked up.
Yeah.
Great
Finally,
story selection.
somebody's taking advantage of the system instead of the system taking advantage of them.
The cheating, though, that's what I would get on. And I know Mark would, too, because we were both big cheaters in high school.
I did. Well, no, I was only cheaters in elective classes.
Sure, sell me out.
Well, the only I had a really, really high GPA in high school. No brag. No
Further
brag.
down the river.
I got a D.
Mark never needed to cheat.
No, but I got a D in keyboarding because we had a cheating ring where everyone, like one person did the typing, and then the other 20 played like an emulator, like NES emulator all day, and then you'd get like one assignment the entire month because you just rotate. But then we'd all copy and paste, and so all of the errors would be exactly the same on everyone's thing. So we weren't that smart, obviously, and then we got called up and caught, and he was like, "Do you want an F or a D?" And I was like, "I'd like a D." And so
that was an option. He's like, F or D. Why would you?
Yeah,
take the F?
I think like the F was going to be like you can try to plead your case and say you're innocent, and it'll end up in an F if you're not.
It was a plea deal. Yeah,
I'm not innocent.
I love that.
I mean, you weren't innocent. So.
Yeah. Well,
I took the D.
At one point, there was a game, Jet Slalom, that was going around, and Mark ranked like top 5 nationally on that game. That was pretty amazing.
Yeah, I was good at that game.
That was
fun. Keyboarding class, wasn't
Yeah,
doing the assignments.
Pretty good.
Anyway, it's Friday. Let's wrap it up. Right?
Yeah,
That's
it's
all.
Friday.
That's a good show.
Yeah, that's going to do it for this week. Hey, I'm going to reiterate some stuff Will said. Check out our new stock-themed shirts and coffee mugs in the store. If you have not yet, please check out our Patreon page where you can get a weekly Florida Man Friday and Hive Hour show. The Hive Hour is very loose, lots of fun. That's in the Pop the Clutch tier or the Send in the Car tier. And today, if you're a member of the Send in the Car tier on Patreon, we got a happy hour.
First happy hour.
Yeah,
First Patreon happy hour.
Our Discord chat is on fire with bets and news, lots of stock outrage,
I love the Discord
venting,
chat.
food picks, pet picks, movies. It's becoming quite the community and lots of fun.
Discord chat is badass.
Yeah, and remember, Will and I will be doing the show at Stereo 4 p.m. Eastern, so download that app, follow us. Most importantly, practice some self-care today. It's been a crazy week with all this stock stuff. Take a fake commute, and as always, have a great fucking day.